So this lady came in, and she wanted her lower back tattooed. I'm like, okay, cool. And she had like a hydro flask, almost like those Stanley cups. So she's on the table, and I'm sideways. So I'm like this, right?
Like resting your arm over her butt?
Yeah, because if I have to do that, I will let you know. I'm like, hey, I'm going to put my arm right here if you don't mind. If not, then I'm just going to be a floater. So at that point, you know, she's being very belligerent. You know, she's telling my coworker, like, hey, like, this guy doesn't want to, you know, get with me and whatever. I'm like, I'm tattooing you. Shut up. It's to the point where she can't even stay still anymore. And I'm like, you know what? I got to stop. And she goes, I'm sorry. She gets up on the table on her knees, and she's wearing a bikini top. She goes, it's hot in here. She pulls a string. Her chichis fall out. She looks at me. She goes, you're so sexy. All over me.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, all over my lap. All over the floor.
Oh, no. Was it in your mouth?
No.
God.
Okay, good.
Oh, no.
So what about, like, so you're saying, like, sexual harassment, like, you guys get sexually harassed, too?
Yes.
So you've had experiences, like, in that realm?
Right.
Like,
Yep. It's all because of alcohol. So,
There we go.
So it's not just a bar crush that people come in and they get a crush on their
Oh.
bartender. They get a crush on their tattoo
Yes.
artist, too. Hey, guys.
Good
Hello.
morning.
Good morning. It is always
morning.
morning around here.
I feel like it's always morning.
We drink in the morning. We drink in the morning and in the morning. And Melissa probably drank last night. I know Richie drank last
Yes,
night.
I
I
did.
was
It was his
working.
birthday.
yes.
So
This
I
is
know.
Richie.
Yes, we have Richie here today.
Thank you for having me.
Richie is an amazing local tattoo artist. I mean, he's local now, so we got him. I tried to use him as much as
With
possible.
some really good stories.
Yes,
Really,
yeah.
really good stories.
Tattoos go with
He's
bartending.
amazingly talented.
I mean, you know, bar, you get a little tipsy. You're like, hey, I'm gonna go get a tattoo. Let's get tattoos, guys.
So
right?
These are the stories that
It
we
does
want to hear.
happen.
Poor Richie. He'll come to the bar to have a beer, and then he probably gets attacked. Like, hey, can you take me to your shop? I want to get a tattoo.
I do.
This is perfect. It fits right in.
I know, right?
Sometimes I conceal that. Like, oh, I don't tattoo.
Oh.
You're like, no, just let me have a night to myself. Leave me
no,
alone.
Actually, I don't. I
But
just
in
look
it-
like I do.
Yeah, it never happens though. I always.
They're like, I know who you are, motherfucker.
Sorry.
All right, cheers with some Jack and Coke.
Jack and Coke.
That's right.
Yes, for Richie. He's
He's
like, that's
hair of
his,
the dog at the moment.
yeah,
Yeah.
his morning
Great.
breakfast.
You know, me and whiskey though.
I know. I'm sorry about that, but I'm not sorry.
taking one for
I
the
hope
team.
that it goes down rough for you and you get wild and crazy because you poured me a diet, thinking that I'm gonna drink Diet Coke.
Okay, just
First of all,
Diet
I
Coke.
don't drink soda anyway. If I
I
do,
know,
it's-
I don't anymore.
But you
so-
decided. Did you put diet in yours?
No, 'cause I don't
Oh,
drink
did you put
Diet.
diet in Richie's?
No.
So wow, you know what? The signs are there. That's it. I'm going on a diet.
In my defense, I know you don't drink Coke usually, and I was like, well, if she's going to, she's probably going to drink like sugar-free or something. So I was like, I'll just give her Diet.
Ugh.
I'm
God,
sorry.
no, I feel.
As long as it tastes good.
I'm
that's
feeling
all
it,
that matters.
Melissa. Summer's around the corner. I better get to it. Okay.
Same.
Noted.
Same girl, same.
So, Richie,
Yes.
well, I've been tattooed by you, and I know a lot of people that have. I was actually just at your shop last week, touching up some stuff. But
Yes.
when we were there, we were talking about like stories that you have because of we were talking about the podcast too, and I was like, oh my god, like and that's when I made the connection that the
Good.
two industries really, you know. So give us a little introduction about yourself before we get into the
Well.
deets.
My name is Richie Montes with the Z. There's a difference. There's a Z and an S. I'm the Z version.
Okay.
I don't know why.
So you're legit. Okay.
Yeah, so it's the legit version, I guess. I've been tattooing 28 years. It
Dang.
was 28 years, May 20th. I started when I was 16.
Damn, good for you.
Yeah, I just turned 44 yesterday.
Dang, you look
Looking
good.
Thank you.
Looking good.
No wrinkles yet.
Yeah,
You
got
the good
that Latin
skin.
blood.
Yeah, I what is it? Exfoliate.
There you go.
Oh, yes, he takes care of himself too.
There we go.
I do. Yeah, a lot of Irish Spring. So no, but I've been tattooing 28 years. My professional career has been 20 years. So the first 8 were on the street. Started with the Cholo homeboys and everything, and guitar string needles. Oh, you name it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I did it all. Yeah, if I didn't, I was not dumb enough to share needles. I don't do that. I knew that. I was
Amen.
bad.
Oh, good.
So-
Okay, because back in the day, that's what the fear was. If you got tattooed by somebody that wasn't
Yeah.
like a professional.
Well,
or
that's why you
something.
couldn't donate blood like after you got a tattoo for the longest time because
Oh,
of that
that's
reason.
why it was like a 6-month wait or something after
to make
you
sure you didn't
Yeah.
share
you had
needles.
clean blood.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, nowadays it's almost impossible to catch like an infection from tattooing because supplies are so available and everything's sterilized. And when they sterilize these needles, by law, they have to be sterilized with ethylene oxide, which is a gas that they use to sterilize needles and everything too.
And they're all in individual packets that you like open. So like, I don't remember how it was back in the day.
Same thing like in the OR.
Yeah, they used to be a bragging
Medical
right
grade.
back in the day. It was, I opened the needles in front of my clients. I'm like, yeah, you should. I guess back then it was like, oh, wow, because most people would be ready already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, up until like the mid-90s, they used to reuse needles. So,
right.
yeah. And
How did they sanitize them or think that they were doing it properly?
They were probably trying to clean them themselves with something, right? And
well,
then,
the process is after you're done with the needle, right? Because we had to make needles back in the day. So once we made a needle, we can't just one-time use and throw it in the sharps container. So, and they didn't use gloves either.
yeah.
How?
Yeah.
Well, I never got any issues or had any issues from any tattoos. I don't really know
Same.
anybody personally that has. But
How old were you when you got your first one, just randomly?
me?
Yeah.
17.
17?
Yeah.
I was 18.
San Bernardino. It's the only place I,
was-
could go get a
I was
tattoo.
in Hemet in a kitchen.
Yeah, in a kitchen. I was
My lower
actually at a tattoo shop, but I don't think they're there anymore. They probably went down.
How old were you when you got your first one? Because you were tattooing at 16, so.
I tattooed myself when I was 13 years old in
Oh
my
my
history
God,
class.
that's
I still
in
have
history
it.
class?
Yeah.
Oh my
Being my
God.
friend Angel at the time. So I don't know where he's at now.
Sitting
But
sitting in class just.
We did
still-
the little stick and pokes, like me and my friend. Like we would do
Yeah,
like
like
I
with
don't
the
know,
little-
weird. You know, back
three
in the
dots.
90s, early 2000s, we didn't have all these options,
No,
so we
we
had
did
to
not.
we had to be like
that's how I did my
cool our
tattoo.
own way. Oh really?
Hand poke.
There we
Hand
go.
poke.
Yep.
Oh God, never have to do that again.
No.
I'll never do it again. No.
No.
So tell us a little bit. I know that your stories are very like all over the place because of the craziest shit that goes down.
Yeah.
So I know you have a couple interesting stories. What about the throw up story? Now, when I heard that you've been thrown up on while tattooing someone, I mean, I can only imagine what that would be like. I mean, I can't even imagine actually.
I've never thrown up.
So give us a little background on that one. I'm curious.
So this lady came in and she wanted her lower back tattooed. I'm like, okay, cool. And she had like a hydro flask, almost like those Stanley cups.
Yeah.
And before they were crazy. So so she comes in and I'm on her for about a couple hours. And she just keeps drinking from her cup.
Is that the words you use? I was on her for a couple hours?
Yes.
Oh. Sounds like something Melissa would have pointed
I
out.
mean, I know. I took a double take just for a quick second.
Okay.
Okay, never mind. Just gonna
Like, use your imagination. No, so I'm tattooing her for a couple hours on her lower back. And I noticed she's getting really squirmy, right? Really, really, and that's the thing with drunk. When you're getting tattooed while you're drunk, it's not that your blood things out, it's because they're annoying.
Yeah.
So like, I'm like, oh man, stand still, stand still. So she's like, hey, like squeeze my butt, please, because it hurts. I'm like, all right,
Your butt hurt? Wait, because the pain of the tattoo hurts.
To
so she want,
distract her.
oh my God.
Yeah.
So that's like when you get like your blood drawn and you want you squeeze your fist really tight to like
on your other
block
hand, you
that
do it?
pain or something. Oh my God. So she said squeeze my ass of all things. I
Yeah.
would have said pinch me probably.
Okay.
Well, go ahead, Melissa. Go ahead.
Yeah.
She's like, that was me,
So
wasn't
how
it?
did you squeeze her ass? Was it just like
So-
He's
Did you
tattooing with
lean
one
on her?
hand.
So she's on the table and I'm sideways. So I'm like this, right?
Like resting
And-
your arm over her butt?
Yeah,
my
because if I have to do that, I will let you know. I'm like, hey, I'm gonna put my arm right here if you don't mind. If
Yeah.
not, then I'm just gonna be a floater. So so I'm doing that, and honestly, I don't care. It's like I'm not caring about that. I just want to do the design.
Yeah.
And she, she's like, no, just do that because it hurts. Distract me. I'm like, I don't like doing this, but whatever. Okay, fine. And so I'm like this. I'm just trying to tattoo and
Squeeze her butt?
yeah, it's like it's hard because I have to move my
You have to
elbow.
move
Yeah.
your elbow. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I'm a multitasker, but when it comes to work, I'm very serious.
Yeah.
So at that point, she's being very belligerent. She's telling my coworker, like, hey, like, this guy doesn't want to, get with me and whatever. I'm like, I'm tattooing you. Shut up.
Damn.
You know?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So maybe that's not why she wanted her ass grabbed. Maybe she was just seeing if she could entice you.
There's
See,
switches.
we get sexually harassed too. So yeah, so it's to the point where she can't even stay still anymore. And I'm like, you know what? I got to stop. And she goes, I'm sorry. She gets up on the table on her knees, and she's wearing a bikini top. She goes, it's hot in here. She pulls a string, her chichis fall out. She looks at me. She goes, "You're so sexy." All over me.
Oh my God.
Yeah, all over my lap, all over the floor.
Oh no! Was it in your mouth?
No.
God.
Okay, good.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's never happened to me, by the way.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
No one's ever
I don't
thrown up
think
in your
that-
mouth.
Who has that ever happened to? Is that a thing?
Look on TikTok. There's
Yeah.
all
I don't
kinds
fucking
of videos.
know. I can't even.
I will literally.
It'll make my stomach churn.
Yeah.
So you got she threw up all over your lap?
All over me. I think she had to go to the bathroom, and
So she has her boobs out. She puked on you after you
Yes.
grabbed her ass while tattooing her.
yeah. So that was
What a fun day.
a fun day.
So what happened after?
After that, she goes to the bathroom, and
Wait, hold on. So this was you had a whole. What did you do to yourself?
oh, I had to go home.
Oh, I was like, you don't have a change of pants on you by
No.
chance, and
No.
then knowing you probably had to go like take
And you
a
definitely
5-hour
don't
shower.
continue after that.
No, we didn't.
No, I mean the sanitizing.
She never
everything.
came back. Yeah, poor thing. She had her 18-year-old daughter there, and she was embarrassed. And she was crying outside.
Her daughter was.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
She was
I mean,
crying outside.
I'd be crying outside.
So
Yeah.
my mom's embarrassing. I'm like, it's all right.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Sure,
So
so
she went to the
sexy.
bathroom and cleaned up without her bikini top on.
Yeah. I mean, at least I got paid for the day.
Right.
So at the end of the day, that's all that matters.
Did you get paid up front?
No, we do it after the tattoo. and
Oh, so
stuff.
she didn't like run out on her.
No.
Like trying to run away from you.
No, I had her car keys.
Oh. Well, there you go. You're like, not till I get paid.
Yeah, I got her car
Oh my
keys.
God.
So
So what about like, so you're saying like sexual harassment, like you guys get sexually harassed too.
Yes.
So you've had experiences like in that realm.
Right.
Like,
yeah, it's all because of alcohol. So
There we go.
So it's not just a bar crush that people come in and they get a crush on their
Oh.
bartender. They get a crush on their tattoo
Yes.
artist too.
yes,
Those
a couple years ago, I did have a girl who would come in and just so she can get tattooed by me. And later on, it's not about my art. It was when she got drunk. That's when she let everything out.
And then she let you know how she really felt.
I really
Yeah.
love you.
Yeah.
I'm only getting my entire body tattooed just so I can come see you.
Yeah. Okay. Where did you tattoo her at? Anything interesting?
So, well, not interesting, but I'll tattoo her on her hand a lot. And she would like put her hand like under my arm and like do this. I'm like,
Oh, she would like touch you while you like what's it called?
yeah.
Not
like
finger, but-
flirting, I
Exactly, like
guess.
Finger flirting, like playing like footsies
Footsies, but with her fingers.
with
Yeah.
her fingers.
Yeah.
Oh, so she.
Oh, she did the
Interesting.
footsie thing too when I was tattooing the back of her arm, and
Uh-huh.
she was on the chair, and she was wearing sandals, so she had her like one of her chanclas off, and just resting it.
She's
And
all rubbing her.
yeah. So my leg was like right here, like in between, like right next to her foot, and I'm just working on her. I could feel her toe just like go up and down my leg. I'm like, oh, don't do that, please. don't do
So
that.
was she not your type? Was that
No.
it? Oh, okay. Like, well, were you in a relationship, or was she like your next girlfriend?
No, I wasn't in a relationship at the time, but no.
No?
No.
Not
I don't.
it.
Dang.
So what do? Do you just not say anything, or do you say I have a girlfriend, or
No, I just politely like pull away.
Move.
yeah, you're like I'm not. Just let them know with your
Well, because you don't want to make it
body
awkward.
language.
You don't want to make it awkward either.
And you don't want to make anyone feel bad either. I mean, I know. See, I don't like making people feel bad. So
I know.
I
I'm the same
know.
way. You know
Richie's
that.
probably like
I
that
just
too.
heard him more.
It just you just heard
Oh,
it where you
just
jabbed that
dig in
nail.
a little harder.
This motherfucker.
So they're
Okay, he has a heavy hand-ish, I think, but it stays.
It's
So,
not
I
a bad
don't know.
way.
No, he did like this one right here.
Yeah.
I
he looked
love
great.
this
So-
one. Look,
so
oh, you haven't
clean.
seen it since I was wearing pants last
That's right.
time. It looks
super
so good, but
clean.
he's done a lot. They're just hidden. You can't really tell I have any.
Well, I tattoo your fingers, and those are the worst places
Yeah,
to get
10
tattooed.
times. And
Yeah.
you know, look how good
Times?
it looks.
Good.
Oh my
That-
gosh.
Yeah, with that
What
one, I
else?
use
I forgot to have you touch that one up, and then this one looks really good too.
Good.
So, anyways, thanks. Anyway,
See,
I digress.
And I don't think she was rubbing on your leg while you were
No,
doing
she
it.
was not.
No, we were just talking about nerdy stuff like
Yeah,
we
we
do.
were.
So yeah, we just have fun.
That's my favorite stimulation, actually.
I know, right? He
Nerdy
likes
stuff.
the mental stimulation.
I do.
So I was
We've had some
massaging his brain.
conversations.
Yes,
There
it's
you
great.
go.
So now, what about people passing out? Now, I almost fell asleep once during a tattoo. I don't know why. It was just little. It's on my neck, but for some reason, it
I've
just
done it.
felt comfortable.
I've fallen asleep.
But nowhere else in my body have I ever thought about falling asleep. It hurts.
Yeah, no, but I mean, my side definitely not. But I think my arm, I was like
Your
falling
arm?
asleep.
I
Yeah,
feel like
and my
arms-
elbow.
The elbow's
A little
supposed to
bit.
be the
and
worst.
it was really, really bad. The first time when he was touching it up, the last time it wasn't.
Yeah, that's a good one, by the way.
Thank you.
I like mandalas.
Yeah, thank you.
So tell us about anyone passing out. I know you've had probably multiple stories
So
on this. Give us a good one.
I have two types of passing out. I have people who I'm tattooing them, and for some reason they just fall asleep, especially when they're laying down. It's I believe it's related to ASMR. You know, like when you fall asleep with the fan on or the TV. So it's with tattooing.
The sound.
Even like
So we do that again? Sorry.
But my tongue didn't do it right. It's that Diet Coke you gave me. It made my tongue dry. I don't know.
That was good.
She did it. I can't.
Yeah. So, you know, and then even like I get my face done too. Like the esthetician, you know, they get like the little pimples that I have. Like even that when they're pitching your face, like I fall asleep.
Really?
Yeah.
You have great skin. I wouldn't even think
Thank
you
you.
would do that. Well, it's because you get facials.
I was gonna say.
So,
Yeah. It's like once every 6 months though. I don't like do all that. I got no time.
Yeah.
You know, and anyway, so I have
That's
people
the other kind of
Yeah,
Oh,
it is. You're right. It is the other type of like relaxing thing, but like people who fall asleep like that, which is fine.
Is it because they're drunk ever?
Those aren't, but the ones who are drunk, right? And I've had them many times in the past, and I tell people don't drink.
Yeah.
Because you get annoying, even when they're passed out.
They get annoying?
Yes.
Yeah, because then they'll flinch and like they don't
Oh, if
control
you're
their body
sleeping?
movements.
Oh my God. I didn't even think of that, those flinch things.
Yes.
Okay.
Snoring.
So when they're drunk and or they're passed out from alcohol or any type of inebriation, they tend to move a lot. They fight me. And there has been only one time where I'm tattooing them, and when they move, the needle jumped. It didn't mess it up. It just poked them. So they had a little dot there, and fortunately, I was able to go over that later. But I have stopped about 6 tattoos already because of that.
Oh, really?
And then passed out. Well, I had one person fart on me one time.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I won't say
Were
her
they
name.
awake?
No, she was passed out.
Oh shit.
Yeah, she was passed out from drinking because for some reason it's vodka. Every single one of them like vodka.
No.
I had one guy.
vodka's bad.
Yeah, I had one guy.
I black out.
Yeah, one guy. He was drinking Jack, and I had to stop. And he was a recovering alcoholic. So I'm like, nah, bro. You like, why are you gonna do this to yourself?
Yeah.
And not only that, you're moving too much for me. So stop. But
That's definitely annoying.
yeah, and that client even called me when I was traveling, and he calls me up and he's drunk as hell, and he's like, "Hey, you're gonna tattoo me right now?" I'm like, "I am out of state. I don't care. I'll go up there right now." But he was being very belligerent.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
not good.
Not
and-
fun.
and
Someone
his-
didn't cut him off at the
Right?
bar, let me tell you. Or
Yeah.
they did, and then they ran to Richie. That's what they do at the end of the night.
Yeah, but poor guy though. Like at first I was mad. I'm like, man, who's this guy talking to me like that? But and the second time, I'm like, man, this dude has a problem.
Yeah.
Poor dude. But he later apologized. And I'm sorry, man. I'm like, nah, I'm gonna take it personal.
Yeah.
I let things go.
We know a thing or two about some alcoholics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, there's a
bad.
fine line, There's a fine
There
line.
is. I mean, us drinking, in the morning like this is not us being alcoholics, just us working.
This is my daily cocktail. You know
There it
what? It's okay. We're
Morning
celebrating.
coffee.
We're celebrating each other.
We are.
So, okay, now tell me about Toilet Girl. That's what I'm calling her.
I love
So-
nicknames too.
Toilet
Best.
girl. Another vodka
How do you know it's vodka? So you know your liquors based off of how people
smell?
act.
I have a really strong sense of smell.
Really? I
Yeah.
thought vodka was odorless. Well, I
No,
don't
you
know.
can smell it.
Because you know vodka.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
God.
It smells like isopropyl alcohol to me.
There you go.
Oh.
You can smell the, because it's, yeah.
That's
Totally.
his clean freak comes out. He's like, that smells exactly
smells
like
like
what I clean my
Sanitizer.
even though
sinks
it's,
with.
even though it's ethyl alcohol, but I can smell the vodka. It's
Party
like
pants.
He is.
and Cuervo too.
Oh, no.
The worst.
Wait,
Okay, that-
specifically Cuervo?
Yes.
It has
Hi.
a smell.
Yeah.
Well, all tequilas smell
No,
like
but
something.
They should.
Cuervo has like some weird fucking I don't know. I can totally smell it right away. I cannot drink. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I
it's-
mean,
it's not for me.
I'm a top
No.
shelf tequila girl if I can help it.
Yeah, no.
So,
You turn me bougie. My tequila taster.
You take your shots with
Bougie
your pinky
pan.
up.
Exactly.
does.
John,
Watch, when I take this shot even, my pinky's going to be up.
I know you'll probably catch me doing that. So, but yeah, this girl, vodka, and she had to go pee a lot because she's drinking. I'm like,
During the
okay.
tattoo?
Yeah, I mean, she was doing well on the tattoo, right? But she had to get up and use the restroom, which is another reason why I don't like people drinking because they You have to go to the bathroom all
And
the
that's
time.
your time, yeah.
Yeah. So no, I'm charging them for it.
Yeah,
So,
but I imagine when you're in the rhythm and you're in the moment and you're like on a roll, like and
you
you're
have to
doing
stop.
certain things and you have to stop and be
Right.
like, "Fuck, where was I at?" I mean, I don't know. I'm not a tattoo
Yeah.
artist. But
Yeah, so-
it would be frustrating.
She kept on going to use. She kept on going to the restroom, and I'm like, hey, I'm gonna take a break. You know, it's already been 2 hours. You know, let's take a break. I went and get something to eat next door, and I come back. I'm like, where's she at? So I'm looking. I couldn't see her outside. And we had 2 bathrooms at that shop, and so I'm looking outside. Her car's still there. I'm like, have you guys seen my client? I go, no, I didn't even know she was gone. So I'm like, all right, whatever. So I go to use the bathroom, and it was locked. I'm like, okay. I'm like, is someone in the bathroom? And they're like, no, I don't think so. So I look under the door. It's like the light's on. And I'm like knocking. I'm like, hello, are you there? Nothing. So, you know, it's those bathrooms where you could just open with a quarter or a coin. So I did that
yeah.
and opened it. And pobrecita, she was passed out on the toilet. Her chonies are down. She's like slumped
Oh my
over.
God.
Yeah, she was just slumped over.
Melissa's like, that was me last night.
That was you?
She's like,
It's
I
been
feel
a
for
minute.
you, girl.
It's been a
I'm
minute
just
since I
kidding.
hugged a toilet like that.
Yeah, poor
So she was
thing.
sitting on it and passed out. I can't imagine like just being like, "Meh."
Yeah, it was like that
Right?
classic, you know, her fear like this.
Oh, like
and-
that
Like,
photo
oh.
that's all
Yes.
popular with the girl with her panties around her ankles.
Yeah,
Just like,
but she was like this,
That's
and like her arms down, and she's slumped over. Yeah.
what
I
did
mean,
you do? Because that's like a line where you're like, oh, okay, hold on. Do I get a girl to come help
Right,
her? What
did
do
you
I
have a
do?
chick in
do
the
you
shop?
say, hey,
Yeah.
wake up, knock,
She was
knock,
by
knock?
her. She was by herself. Luckily, though, our piercer's our piercer's wife was there.
Okay.
Yeah. So, you know, I mean, she went and woke her up, and I'm like, oh, thank God.
Right?
Help get her together.
Yeah,
So did you
that's
keep tattooing after
scary.
that?
No, she was done.
No.
Yeah, I had a schedule. But she woke up. She was embarrassed. She goes, "Oh, I'm sorry. You know, I'm just, you know." I'm like, "Well, I told you not to drink."
Yeah.
You know, but she goes, "I get like it's just tattoos hurt." I'm like, "Well, you know, who cares? Take the pain.
Yeah.
Gotta earn
Take
it."
some Tylenol. You'll be
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah, man. So that
don't
was that was something. That was right before I worked in Yucaipa. This is in Huntington Beach, actually.
Okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Orange County shit.
Oh, my
Girl.
God.
There's got to be some.
He's got shit all over the place. I mean, he travels for work. He has tattoo all over the place. So
Yeah.
I know that. Which I mean, you were recently. I know you go to Vegas a lot to tattoo clients, but I know you were recently in Vegas tattooing, and that I swear, because I remember right after
Yes.
you came back from that trip, obviously for multiple reasons, which you'll share. But you were. It had to be like 4 months ago, 5 months ago.
It was in January 23rd, 10:30 at night. That's when I broke my.
Oh, so 5 months. Okay, I was
Yeah.
close
You broke what?
enough.
my,
Okay,
my
no,
clavicle.
Your
Yes.
clavicle.
this is his another drunk
Oh my
story.
God. Okay.
But wait, were you drunk during this story?
No, not at all.
Oh shit.
Richie.
You were
Okay,
sober and this happened.
tell us your Vegas collarbone story.
So, I had a client who was, I guess, following me for a while on the gram. I'm like, okay, tattooed her, but I had no idea. Like, she's like, hey, let's get some drinks. I'm like, okay, I'm down. You know, I can have a little sipper as I'm working, but gets watered down at the end of the day because I'm concentrating, right? So,
was she? Wait, she was in Vegas though.
yes,
Oh, so she was following you on the gram, and you flew to Vegas to tattoo her.
yes.
Or okay, got
Yeah.
it. Go ahead.
So, well, I actually drove this time.
Uh-huh.
So that's another thing too. So, I'm tattooing her, and you know, I'm taking sits, but she's like, you know, mix my Jack and my Coke. She was just doing Jack.
Oh, yummy.
I'm like, that's some strong apple juice you got there. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, you know, you can have a couple sips to relax you. That's cool. But she kept getting up in the bathroom, you know, coming back, poured herself a drink, and she was passed out. I'm like, okay, cool. You're passed out. Stop. So I'm tattooing her leg, and she kept fighting me, like pulling away. I'm like, all right, we're done.
Yeah.
So I
Time
kind
to
of
call it quits.
yeah. So I woke her up. I'm like, hey, it's 10:30 at night or 10 o'clock at night. I need to get something to eat. Okay. So she felt bad. She's like, okay, well, let me buy you dinner. Great. So we're walking from the Aria to Park MGM, and it just rained. So she's wearing heels, and it was a little slippery. Like, hey, come on, like keep it together. Come on, you know. So we ate great dinner, by the way. Yeah.
Okay, so she ate.
Yeah. So not only did she eat, she had a lychee margarita. I'm like, oh, like another one.
That actually sounds really good.
They are good though.
I love lychee.
Yeah. This is it's a great restaurant I always wanted to go eat at. You know, it's really simple. And I'm like, hey, I want to go here. Great. You know, I had Korean tacos, which are bomb. So they're really good. So so I had a tall Stella Artois. So okay, have my little Stella. I'm like, this is Vegas. We can walk outside and drink it. So I have the beer here, and she's around my arm, like I'm like escorting her.
Yeah, like.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know.
Shoes and heels.
Yeah.
Well, we all do that when we're in heels. If we
Yeah.
can find it, whether it's a girl or a guy, an arm
Yeah.
to grab
Yeah.
to stabilize
That's
a
a
little
normal
bit,
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was being a gentleman. Like, okay, cool. I'm not gonna let you stumble everywhere. So I'm coming into the CVS there, and there's like a street that goes in the back of the casinos, the employee road, right? And as I'm stepping off the curb, she falls. So I'm only one foot and one
And-
hand
Okay.
with the beer and her on it. So she falls. I fall with her, and I slam my shoulder on the concrete.
So you
And
go for being a good guy.
No more being a gentleman.
yeah, so and then I heard my bone like
Oh my God. You heard it?
sound like an old Chevy car door when you know, like
Oh,
that.
Jesus.
So that was just one little. And I got up and she's like, ouch, my
Did
knee.
you leave her on the ground?
No, I tried to pick her up, but as soon as I tried to
Did you
lift my
know
arm,
that you were broken, or
No.
you knew something happened? Though?
something happened. So as soon as I put my arm, like, ow, like, okay. And I can feel my bone just, doing this.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
where you can push it a little bit.
Yeah,
Oh,
so lucky for me, it was next to the CVS. So I go
Oh.
inside the CVS. I got me some ibuprofen. I got a bunch of water, and the whole time I'm like, I'm chicken winging it, and I'm like, oh man, this hurts. And this girl's over here talking about like, ow, my knees. How am I going to go back to work? She's a bartender as well. So how am I going to go back to work? I'm
of course
like,
she is.
I'm like,
See?
so I'm
You
like,
left that part out, Richie.
so she's a bartender. So like,
Well, he does all the bartenders and dancers
Yeah, I
and
do.
everybody. So
I do,
yeah.
and they're actually the best clients ever. They are.
Because they have money
Yes.
and they get a lot of tattoos.
Oh yeah. So she's like, I'm like, well, I know you can. At least you can stand. I can't work. So I was out of work for 2 months.
Yes, and I asked him that because when he came back and then he posted something on Instagram, and then I saw him in the bar here, and he had like a sling on.
Yes, I have my
and I was
sling
like,
on.
"What the fuck? You're a tattoo artist,
Yeah.
motherfucker! What happened to your arm? Well, you can't. You got to keep your arm.
Like, how are you gonna work?
And then I was like, "Oh, well, at least it wasn't because you're right-handed, right?"
Yeah.
I was like, "Well, at least it's not your right hand. At least
Yeah.
you can work." And he's like, "No." He's like, "It takes two hands. You have to spread. You have to hold."
Yeah.
I never
Yeah.
thought it's like trying to color. Like I think of like a little kid in a coloring book. Like you have one hand and you can't hold the paper
No.
still at the
You have to,
same
like,
time.
stabilize
Yeah,
shit.
I'm like, oh my God. I was like, and I think I was one of the first people you tattooed after you were just feeling
Yes.
better. Because I know that you were still kind of, I was like,
Struggling a little
I was like,
bit.
I trust you. It's
Yeah.
like, and your poor hand, like he had to like put pressure and like,
then,
yeah.
like,
So
Yeah, I had a
I
stretch
got him
skin.
drunk first though,
Yeah, I got
a little bit. I tried.
Well, at least you're good. Like,
You're like, yeah, I totally trust you. I've been giving you alcohol all night, but
So yeah, no, Richie's really close to here too, so it's really nice. Like I can walk to and from his shop, but
Yeah.
I don't want to end up like I could so easily just be blasted just having him so close by.
Right.
But I'm like, I try to take it easy. Yes, the other day was touch-up day. Next it'll be a correction day, and then it'll
Yes.
be yeah.
but so we're therapists, obviously.
We
Behind
are?
the bar, we are.
Yes.
Oh, I'm like,
He's
you're
a therapist.
I thought you meant because you're a respiratory therapist.
I'm
like,
I'm
okay,
not
I'm not a
multiple
therapist.
apparently. But then, yeah,
a
but he's
business
a therapist too, so I feel like that's a big similarity
Oh, yeah,
with
yeah.
us because, yeah, I talk to my tattoo guy about everything.
Oh, my
Like,
God.
You know what I mean? And
Yeah, I
you
talk
guys
to
were
him about
saying
everything.
that
Yes.
you do that, so it's like,
We sit
I mean,
and
you're there
talk
for
for
hours.
45 minutes before we even get started.
Yeah,
like
literally.
we just chat the whole
Yeah.
time. So
Yeah.
yeah, it is a lot of getting. I mean, it's very interpersonal communication. Like
Yeah.
it's very big on that too because it's part of it. You
That's
know?
another big similarity.
And you go back to the same people and you
Yeah.
get comfortable and
Yeah.
like he obviously has regulars.
Like
just
I want
we
him
have
to tattoo me, but I love I've been going to him forever. So.
That's
Yeah, you
yeah,
guys
I'll
that's
have to
your
find a
people.
certain-
It's the
a
same
certain
as like your
piece.
hair girl or your nail girl
Yeah.
or your tattoo artist.
Yeah.
But I have,
Or
you
your
know, Richie,
bartender.
a couple of Richie's friends. I only have him and his three that always tattoo me. So,
Mm-hmm.
but Richie's become my my go-to guy. So yeah, he's
And
just so good.
He's very talented.
Thank you.
He hurts though. He does hurt.
I
He
have
hurts
to.
more than the others, but his tattoos last longer. I don't have to get them touched up as often.
But there's an analogy with the hair thing because I hear that as well. Like, oh, I got a barber and everything. Well, that's the thing. You only got one set of hair. With tattoos, you got 2 arms,
I
2
know.
legs, a front and a back.
I know.
I know. I'm like,
the
we'll figure
torso.
something out for you to
That's
put
what
on
I
me.
was saying. I was like, maybe I'll lay me out, and then Richie takes this leg, and then Marco takes this leg, and then Lewis takes this arm. Like I'll just like lay out and be like, everybody.
I've seen that. Have you seen those videos?
No, but
where
I don't
the
want
guys
to
are
be
laying
fully
out?
tattooed.
Yeah, they
but-
put them under
Yeah.
anesthesia. You know.
Oh,
Yeah.
we were saying
Yeah,
that.
do.
I don't. You know what? My personal opinion on that is like I would never get that done. But if they have the money and I'm getting paid, whatever. Dude.
Right?
Yeah, I know, right?
More
But
power to 'em.
I still can't respect that tattoo.
Yeah, no, it's kind of a sissy thing.
Gotta
Yeah.
feel that
For
shit.
sure.
What's crazy? It's always the tough guys. You know, the fighters. You know, and whatever. And it's like, come on, dog. You can take a punch, but not a little needle.
Right?
But everyone has their fears. And you know what? I don't judge, but it's
Men
like
are just,
we're
a little bit
wussies.
weaker than us women.
They can't
when
handle
it
the
comes
pain.
to pain.
Yes.
They
so-
can never go through a period or
Thank you.
natural childbirth.
Oh, well, on
just
that
throw that out
no
there.
TMI. Richie, do you have anything to chime in on that one? Richie's like, I'll skip.
I think women take pain a lot more better than men.
See, you know what? This is
More
what we're
better.
gonna cheers to.
Yeah, a lot better than
All
men.
right,
So.
to us taking our pain better and
Better.
not throwing up on our tattoo
There we
artist.
go.
Salud.
And poor
Cheers.
decisions.
Oh, and
fun
to
things.
poor decisions. Cheers.
Poor
Thank you,
decisions.
Richie. We love
Thank you.
you.
Thank you. Love
Thank
you
you so
guys.
much. Love you.
Love y'all.